Hello, my name is Michael Jankins. I'm a bankruptcy attorney. I'm in Des Moines, Iowa. And I'm also a debt relief agency, and I help people file for bankruptcies. I would like to welcome you to iowabankruptcylaw.com. And in this video, I would like to explain to you how bankruptcy, or specifically Chapter 13, can help you save your home if it's in a foreclosure. If you're currently involved in a foreclosure process where you've already received court papers from your mortgage company, whether it be Wells Fargo or Chase Home Loan, for some people, Chapter 13 can be the answers to your prayers. It might give you the opportunity to save your home where you might not otherwise be able to get it out of the foreclosure process. Many people are attempting to currently obtain loan modification agreements from their mortgage companies, and that can be a very time-consuming, very frustrating, and very stressful process. And at the end of the process, it's very common that the mortgage company tells you, sorry, but we can't do the mortgage foreclosure or the mortgage modification for you, and then you're left wondering, what are we to do? Once the mortgage company has reviewed your paperwork, sometimes they'll put you on a temporary or a trial loan modification procedure. You'll make several months of payments at an amount that's different than your mortgage payment, and then at the end of making all those payments successfully, the mortgage company might say to you, well, sorry, but we can't do a final loan modification for you. And again, you're left to wonder, what are we to do? Meanwhile, you're probably not getting a very restful sleep at night as you're wondering if you're going to be homeless because of your mortgage situation. One thing that I would like to emphasize to everybody is if you receive court papers that either a private process server or the county sheriff's department serves you at your home, it's very important that you seek legal advice. Ask an attorney or find out what you are supposed to do. It's required to protect your interests that a legal document or response be filed on the foreclosure proceedings. If not, you can be defaulted out and the mortgage company can move the case along very quickly and have their sheriff's sale and evict you from the property. You should protect your legal rights. Do not trust your mortgage company. Often you will be served with the mortgage foreclosure papers and you will be going through the loan modification process, and the people at the mortgage company will tell you, don't worry about the foreclosure. We've told our attorneys to put everything on hold while we're going to review your loan modification. Once the loan modification review is over and they decide we're not going to do anything for you, they go ahead and tell their lawyers, go finish up the foreclosure. Meanwhile, the borrower hasn't protected their legal interests, and then they've lost out on valuable time where they could have been helping themselves by doing other options. Very often we will have people call our office asking us to help them because there's a sheriff's sale on their foreclosed property in 2 or 3 days. Can we now do a Chapter 13 bankruptcy? And unfortunately, most attorneys, including myself, won't have enough time to be able to put that type of bankruptcy together for you and save your home. The process does take quite a bit of time to prepare, and we have to be able to get things right, and you don't want to wait till the very last minute when your home is on the line. Now, a Chapter 13 bankruptcy isn't for everybody. There's only certain people who can save their home in a Chapter 13 bankruptcy. The reason is because the Chapter 13, unlike the loan modification process, does not change the terms of your mortgage. Whatever your house payments were before you got into trouble, if you go into Chapter 13, those payments stay the same. You have to be able to afford those house payments. However, what you can do in a Chapter 13 is have the opportunity to resume making your regular mortgage payments, and then all the back payments that you missed and all the costs of the foreclosure can be all lumped together in one total amount, and then you can pay that amount back in a Chapter 13 bankruptcy, which is a repayment of debt program that's done through the bankruptcy court. So once you get into the Chapter 13 bankruptcy, you'll begin making your regular mortgage payments again directly to your mortgage company, and then you will also make a court payment to a Chapter 13 bankruptcy trustee to make the back payments on your mortgage that you missed, and he will send those to your mortgage company. At the end of the process, you will have been able to save your home. The mortgage company will receive all their back payments, and you will be able to live happily ever after. The mortgage company cannot refuse. They cannot say, we don't want to participate in this Chapter 13. All you have to do is make sure you're able to propose a viable payment plan that'll be based on monthly payments over a duration of anywhere from 36 months up to as many as 60 months of payments. Now, this isn't the answer for everybody. Some people just can't afford the mortgage payment on their home, and unfortunately, then Chapter 13 will not be a viable option for that person. But we have had many successful Chapter 13 bankruptcies for people who have been able to save their home using this legal device. If you would like to explore your options further, if you're going through a mortgage foreclosure to see whether you could save your home, then you can call my office and ask to speak to my secretary and tell her that you'd like to set up a free consultation with Michael Jankins, and we will be happy to sit down with you and see if we can save your home.